What's up guys? Today I bring you episode 98 of the coolest tech of the month, February 2025. So I'm back with another episode where I'll be checking out a whole bunch of innovative cool tech products and gadgets, and in this episode we are going to be checking out a brand new compact foldable electric bike, the Insta360 X4. We have a Qi2 compatible power bank, an interesting rugged smartphone, a large capacity power bank, an incredible second screen for your mobile phone, a brand new mini PC, a multi-platform gaming controller, we have a flexible cordless vacuum cleaner, a 66-inch tripod, a professional wireless microphone kit, and lots more. So if you have not already, then please like and sub to the channel and follow on socials for more innovative cool tech videos like this one. And as usual, everything you're about to see will be linked in the description with timestamps, so you can jump straight to the product that interests you. So without any further ado, let's begin with the first cool product. Alright, so first up we have the Insta360 X4 8K 360 camera. So this is the latest version, and I've had this sitting on my desk for quite a while now, and I've just not had a chance to look at it. Okay, so in the box you get your paperwork. This comes with a lens guard, you get 2 in the pack, and it will simply screw onto the front of your lens, and you have 1 for each side. And this also comes with a thermo grip cover to give you that extra grip and protection when you're using this on the go. You're also getting a Type-C to Type-C cable and a zip-up carrying pouch. So the thermo grip and zip-up carrying pouch never used to come with this series. I think it's great that you're getting these as standard to give you that extra well-needed protection. So we've got a lens on either side. They are 1/2-inch sensor with an f1.9 aperture. When filming 360 videos, you can film up to 8K resolution at 30 frames per second. You can also shoot in single lens mode, 4K 60, and this can take 72 megapixel photos. You have many features and presets to play with, such as video mode, active HDR, time lapse, time shift, bullet time, loop recording, pre-recording, and the list goes on. There is a 2290 milliamp hour battery, and it takes around 55 minutes to fully charge it. And once it's fully charged, you can expect up to 135 minutes of 5.7K video recording or 75 minutes of 8K resolution video. The camera body is waterproof by 10 meters. You can take this swimming with you and you can take some underwater shots, no problems. There is built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.2, and it has a built-in 6-axis gyro. And having used virtually all the previous Insta360 cameras, I can tell you right now that the software is one of the strongest points for this camera. You'll be able to connect wirelessly straight to your phone, be it Android or iOS, and then you can transfer your photos, your videos directly from the camera to the phone, and you can edit on the go. And the editing software is very vast, very easy to use. There's many options. You've got simple mode and advanced modes, and you can create some stunning 360 video. So that was a very quick intro unboxing to the new version. If you want to see my full review, I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but if you want to see me cover this, let me know in the comments and I'll get it done for you guys. Okay, so the next product we're looking at is the Engwe P20 E-Bike in black. So this e-bike has a number of great features. It's foldable, has a torque sensor, 250 watt silent motor, hydraulic disc brakes, a massive 100-kilometer range, and lots more. Design wise, the e-bike is made from aluminium alloy frame, finished in black, and there are a few other choices of colors that you have. Now this e-bike comes very well packaged in a large box, and the first step is to snip all the cable ties. So let's go. Now with everything out of the box, let's go ahead and check out the accessories. So we have left and right pedals, we have a user manual, a small bag of tools, a cycle bell, and another small box containing a power cable and a power supply. Alright, now let's get this thing assembled. Now this does come with everything you need to assemble the bike, and the instructions are super easy to follow, and I had this one assembled within 35 minutes. Now what's very convenient about this e-bike is the handlebar can be extended and so can the seat, making it universally suitable for a height range between 5 foot tall all the way to 6 foot 2 inch tall. So this bike is pretty light at 18.5 kgs, so the folding and unfolding mechanism is really quick. Now looking at the handlebar, we have hydraulic disc brake, a small control unit with a display showing you your metrics for speed, distance, modes, batteries, etc. and a plus and minus button so you can change the power assist levels, and there are 3 levels to choose from. You can also switch on the integrated front and rear lights, and you even have left and right indicator as well. Furthermore, this e-bike has 20-inch puncture-proof tyres which are 1.95 inches in thickness. And you have a rear rack pre-fitted, and maximum weight that supports is up to 15 kgs. Alright, so quick shout out. All the footage you're about to see has been taken with the Insta360 X4, so take this as a sample test for that camera. Let's keep going. Furthermore, this e-bike has a 250 watt silent rear hub motor, and when I say silent I mean silent. There's not even a small humming coming from the motors. It is a super silent bike. There is also a built-in torque sensor giving you 45 Newton meters of torque, so harder you pedal, the more power you get from the motor, and slow pedaling will give you less power. And maximum speed is around 25 kilometers per hour. It's a smooth drive and plenty of power and acceleration, especially at power assist level 3. Now there is enough speed and power to handle uphills, but this bike only has 45 Newton meters of torque, so you do have to build up that speed when you're going uphill. But otherwise, it can handle it. On the highest level 3, it does take the human effort away. You're still pedaling, but it's very comfortable. You have hydraulic disc brakes front and back, and the brakes are very good. Battery is removable. It's a 36 watt 9.6 AH lithium ion battery, and the battery is locked within the frame, and you have 2 keys to unlock it. And to charge the battery from 0 to 100%, it would take a good 5 hours. Now there are a few things to bear in mind. This e-bike has no manual gears, so if your battery dies, you're pedaling in one mode only, and you have no manual gears to assist you. Also, no shock absorbers, so you pretty much feel the bumps, but the comfortable padded seat and the decent tyres absorb most of it for you. So all in all, pretty nice ride for the price. The Engwe P20, foldable, space-saving, super light and silent e-bike, letting you cruise around the city in style. Definitely check this one out, guys. So in this box we have the EcoFlow Rapid Magnetic Power Bank. It's a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank which supports Qi2 fast charging up to 15 watts. There is also a built-in charging cable, so that's a Type-C charging cable, and that will let you charge up to 65 watts. And on this side we have a 65 watt input which can fast charge the actual power bank from 0 to 70% in just 33 minutes. On the other side there is a button. When you press it, you will see an LCD display which shows you input voltage, output voltage, and you can cycle through the battery level of the actual unit. There is also a stand which says EcoFlow on it. So let's grab my iPhone 14 Pro, stick it on the back, and you can see that's charging right away. It is MagSafe, so that is not going to fall off easily. It's nice and secure. The kickstand helps keep it in place, and you can have it landscape so the iPhone switches to its calendar clock display. There's a smartphone app you can download. It's called the EcoFlow app. So it will give you real-time battery level of the power bank. It will give you your real-time charging speeds for wireless and wired. You got battery health settings. If I open it and switch it on, you can then activate overheat protection and charge and discharge limits. You've got a built-in Find My Device, so tap on Start Finding and the power bank will start ringing. And then you've got screensavers as well, some presets there, and you can make a custom one if you want. I'm going to charge my iPhone again, and you will see the real-time charging speed directly on the app. Okay, this supports up to 15 watts for Qi2 compatible devices. So at least we're getting up to 9 watts with my iPhone. Okay, got my S24 Ultra here, and we're going to try charging it using the built-in Type-C cable. So I plugged it in, and you can see immediately we've jumped to 27.5 watts. Now what's awesome about this power bank is you can charge 2 devices at the same time. So this does support pass-through charging. You can charge the power bank whilst you're charging your phone at the same time. So you can charge 2 devices at the same time, but then it splits the voltage, so you won't get full speed charging. Now if we were to charge this power bank on its own using the input on the side, you can also see that it supports fast charging, battery level 9%. You can see how quickly that will go up, and it says it will take 54 minutes to fully charge that 10,000 milliamp hour battery. I'm gonna leave that for 5 minutes and I'll be right back. So it's been a few minutes and you can see the battery is back on 31%. So the power bank itself charges up really fast, which is so useful. All right, so this is the Blackview BV8200 rugged smartphone. So brand new IP68/IP69K rugged smartphone. Now on the front we have a 6.5 inch 120Hz display that's 2400 by 1080 with Gorilla Glass 5 protection. On the back we've got another screen, more like a smartwatch screen, and it's a 1.3 inch in size 60Hz display, and screen resolution is 360 by 360, and you also have Gorilla Glass protection. And you'll be able to swipe through features. So you've got things like music player, you've got your health metrics, steps, calories, distance, you've got local weather, and you even have a fully working compass. Swipe again, you'll be able to access the rear cameras. Now you'll be able to take selfies using the rear cameras, so the best quality selfies possible, which is an amazing feature. Now this phone is powered by the MediaTek Helio G100, which is an octa-core processor clocked at 2.2 GHz, and for graphics we have the Mali G57. This phone also has 12 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. Now this phone also supports memory extension, and you can expand up to 24 gigabytes, giving you effectively 36 gigs of RAM altogether. Under About you can see some information. This has got Doki OS 4.0, and this is in fact running Android 14. With battery capacity, it's got a massive 8,800 milliamp hour battery and supports 45 watt fast charging, and the fast charger is included in the box, which is good news. Okay, and quickly show you the hybrid SIM tray, so it can take two 4G nano SIMs and a micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. We've got dual cameras on the back, 50 megapixel primary, and that is the Samsung ISO Cell GN5 sensor, and we have a 13 megapixel ultra wide. And on the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie camera. And I'll quickly put up some samples on screen so you get an idea of what to expect. It's quite slim for a rugged smartphone. It's 16.5 millimeters and it weighs 370 grams. A very quick gaming test. So COD mobile graphics setting. Quick look at 3D Mark. So we have Steel Nomad Lite and Wildlife Extreme tests. You can see the scores. Unfortunately, Solo Bay was not supported, and here are the results for Geekbench. So to give you an idea of the performance, here is my smartphone performance chart where all phones are ranked by Geekbench multi-core scores. So based on that, this phone ranks at position 23 on this chart with a Geekbench multi-core score of 1982. And I've also given this phone an overall rating of 77 out of 100. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at CHIGZTECH.com and completely free of charge. Alright, so the next cool product we have is the AOHI Future Starship Power Bank. Now I have already introduced this brand to you guys. I presented the Future Starship 40,000 milliamp hour power bank. Since that time I've been using this every day and I absolutely love it. It's one of the best power banks I've ever used. They've sent me the latest one. This one has a capacity of 27,600 milliamp hours and it supports up to 240 watts. So we've got the product itself right here, and if we compare it, you can see it's slightly smaller and more compact. It has the same features, so you still have that integrated LCD display which shows you the battery information and the input and output voltages. There are 3 ports to play with. This has 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port, and both USB-C ports can be used for input or output. In total you have 240 watt maximum power output. You can charge 3 devices at the same time. Now both USB-C ports support up to 140 watts input and output. And a 0 to 56% charge takes only 30 minutes. And the USB-A port supports 22.5 watt fast charging. There are 15 advanced protections built in, like overcharging, overheating, and all other risks. So it's a very safe product to use. I've been using this one every single day with all of my products. I've had no issues with it at all. It's replaced my previous power banks, and this is the only one I use now. Now I have two, and I'm going to enjoy using a slightly smaller and lighter version. 27,600 milliamp hours is still a very large capacity. I'm going to charge one of my phones here. I've got a Poco phone. This phone actually supports up to 65 watt fast charging. So you can see it's at 20 watts and it's increasing. It's jumped to 40 watts. So it automatically detects how much voltage is suitable for the device and provides it accordingly. And you can see it's giving us 58. It peaked at 58 watts, but I can't really complain. That is pretty fast charging, guys. And I want to show you that you can charge multiple devices without any slowdown. A MacBook Pro. All right, so the phone is still charging full whack, 50 something watts, and the MacBook is charging at currently 32 watts. So it just shows you how powerful this power bank is. So we've got the MacBook and the smartphone charging at the same time. So we're going to try charging that Blackview rugged smartphone. If I plug it in, 3 devices are charging at the same time. The first one still at full speed, 56 watts. The MacBook Pro is supporting 33 watts and it hasn't budged from there. And the third device is charging close to 10 watts. Now let me disconnect this and disconnect the laptop and then immediately plug it into the phone, because this phone does support faster charging and we're going to see how fast. So now you can see this rugged smartphone is charging at a much faster speed now that we plugged it into the Type-C port. Now whilst you're charging a device, this also supports pass-through charging. So you can plug in a charger. So smartphone is charging and you can see the power bank itself is charging at 100 watts. So I've plugged in a 100 watt charger and it supports up to 140 watts. So super fast charging both input and output. Love this thing. I personally love this product. All right, so the next product will probably suit content creators. So let me introduce you to UView, which is a second screen for your mobile phone. So in the box, you've got a user manual, you've got a braided Type-C to Type-C cable. We've got an interesting looking adapter. And if you remove that, you can see it's got a lightning connector as well. So it probably works with Android and iPhone. You've got a small Bluetooth remote control and the screen itself. So check it out, guys. This is UView. So let's see how this works. So you plug in the HDMI adapter to the side. There is a tripod included, so we can set this up ourselves. All right, so S25 Ultra, stick it on the back. That's a magnetic connection on the tripod. So easy to add and remove, which is cool. And the actual screen goes on this side. Then we can plug this in to the phone. You do have some buttons on the side, and one of the buttons is to flip the screen. So I'm going to try scanning that QR code while I'm still connected. Open the link. So we're going to download it from the Play Store. It's called a mirroring tool. So you can use this device portrait or landscape. My camera is on the phone. So you can see my second screen also shows my camera. So now I'm ready to shoot videos or photos with my rear camera and I can frame the shot. I can see exactly how the picture is going to look. I can frame the shot. So it means I can shoot with the best cameras on my phone and still see what's going on. That's what this product's all about. And there is also a Bluetooth shutter button that you pair with your smartphone. Then you'll be able to remotely record and pause the video using this button. How useful is that, guys? So whatever your vlogging needs, this thing can handle it. So here we have a brand new gamepad by 8BitDo. This is the Pro 2 Bluetooth gamepad. So we've got Hall effect joysticks, we've got a D-pad, select and start in the middle, we've got a home button and we've got 2 buttons either side, XYBA layout, analog triggers, shoulder buttons, Type-C charging port and a pairing button. On the back we've got 2 macro buttons and we have a mode switch, so you can switch between the 4 modes. Over here we have a compartment, and if you open it you can actually see a removable battery. It comes with this rechargeable battery. It's a 1000 milliamp hour battery which promises up to 20 hours of gameplay, but you can swap this out for regular AA's if you want to. You can see it's a slightly transparent controller. You can even see the rumble motors on both sides. So this is a multi-platform controller. It's compatible with Nintendo Switch, iOS devices, Windows, Steam Deck, Android, Raspberry Pi, and the list goes on. There is also the 8-bit Do Unlimited software, which lets you map every single button on this controller, and you'll be able to adjust the sensitivity of the joysticks, the triggers, and you can adjust the vibration as well, and you can play around with macros and lots more. And the software is available to download on iOS, Android, and PC. Now I'm going to briefly test this controller out a little bit later in this video, so stay tuned for that. Let's see what's next. Next up, we're looking at the ACEMAGIC F1A Mini PC. So in the box we get an HDMI cable, you get a 119 watt power supply, a power cable, VESA mount and some screws, and the mini PC itself. So design wise, mini PC has a glass finish on top and a glass finish at the bottom, and what feels like a metal finish going all the way around. For ports, on the front we have a USB-C port, and that is USB 3.2. We've got two full-size USB 3 ports, a headphone/microphone combo jack, and a physical power button. If we keep going, there is nothing on this side, and on the back we've got a reset hole, two more USB 3 ports, two HDMI 2.0 ports, a gigabit Ethernet port and a power socket, and just above you can see Kensington lock and some vents for heat dissipation. And nothing on this side, and that brings us back to the front. Quick look at the bottom of the box, and through those vents in the middle you can actually see a fan. Alright, let's quickly run through the specs. So this mini PC is powered by the Intel Core i9-12900H with 14 cores, 20 threads, running at 14 cores, 20 threads, clocked at 2.5 GHz base and up to 5 GHz turbo. This also has 32 gigs of dual channel DDR4 RAM, upgradable to 64 gigs. And we have a 1TB NVMe PCIe 4.0 SSD, and that can be replaced with up to 4 TB. This mini PC supports triple 4K display out via the two HDMI ports and the Type-C port. Furthermore, we also have Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, Gigabit Ethernet, and dual cooling fans. Now let's quickly check out the internals. I want to show you what sort of upgrade options you have. So the rubber feet are actually screws and they come right off. After you remove them, you can remove the back glass panel, but be careful as there is a fan cable attached at the back. Let's go closer. You can see we have our M.2 SSD, that's a 1TB drive. Over here you can see our RAM. We've got two sticks of 16 gigs per slot of RAM, that's dual channel RAM, and you can swap these out and stick two sticks of 32 in, giving you 64 gigs max. Let's check out system property. You can see 12th gen Intel Core i9, that's the 12900H. You can see the clock speed and installed RAM 32 gigs. 64-bit operating system, it's Windows 11 Home. If we have a quick look at the internal storage, we've got 952 gigs of internal storage, and we've got currently 871 gigs free to use. So as promised, we are going to be testing out this controller with the ACEMAGIC F1A for the very brief gaming test we're going to do of this. Okay, so very quick gaming test. We're playing GTA 5 on very high graphics, and the frame rate is peaking at around 58 to 59 frames per second. So this is what you can expect from the integrated Intel graphics. Okay, if we just check out the benchmark results, Geekbench 6, we achieved single core score 2277 and multi-core score of 9509. In 3D Mark Time Spy, we achieved 1734. 3D Mark Firestrike, we've achieved 4,833, and in the Antutu benchmark test we achieved 654K. And in case you're wondering how powerful this mini PC is compared to the others, here is my top performing mini PC chart for 2025, where you can compare the specs, prices and features of all the most recently reviewed mini PCs. Now all mini PCs are ranked by Geekbench multi-core scores, and I've also given all boxes an overall rating out of 100. So based on that, you can see the ACEMAGIC F1A has achieved position 13 on this chart with a Geekbench multi-core score of 9509, and I've given this mini PC an overall rating of 80 out of 100. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at CHIGZTECH.com and read them at your leisure and completely free of charge. Here we have the U16 Flex vacuum cleaner by Ultenic. Okay, so this is everything you get in the box. Here's a manual quick start guide, and we've got a cleaning brush as well. We've got an extension pipe that will give you a bit of flex to it. So that is one of the highlight features of this vacuum cleaner. It will actually bend for you, so you don't have to bend over, saving your back to get to those hard to reach areas. We've got another fixture. We've got another tool over here. A spare filter is included and one is already installed. Here is the brush head, and you can see Green Eye Technology Ultenic logo and this is a tangle free brush head. So apparently it's never going to get tangled. At the front, you've got this green light LED technology, and under green light, dust is more visible. Wall mount with some screws, and we have a small power supply. That's an 18-watt power supply. A single battery is included, and here is the rest of the vacuum cleaner. You can remove the dust box like so. So this dust box has a 1200 ml capacity. To put it back together, you simply press it in and it clicks in immediately. So you stick the extension on, stick on the brush head, everything clicks into place with ease. So the battery just slides into place and you're now ready to use this vacuum cleaner. So this vacuum offers 45,000 PA of suction power. There are 3 power modes: Eco, Standard and Turbo. The battery life is also pretty good. You get 60-minute runtime on Eco, 40-minute runtime on Standard, and 20-minute runtime on Turbo. This has a 6-layer filtration system with HEPA filter. There is an LCD display on the back showing you the different modes and remaining battery life. And the extension stick is also bendable, meaning you don't have to bend your back, the vacuum will bend for you. The green light on the front, which reveals the hidden dust around your home. So I'm actually quite amazed. I've only done this area here. It's incredible how much dust is picked up in such a small area, when I actually assume this area is clean because I've already vacuumed it with my old vacuum cleaner. But look at that, guys. That's how much dust this thing just picked up. Alright, so next cool product we have is the JustTap tripod by KraftGeek. So here we have a premium tripod with a very unique design. All you do is push this down against a flat surface and the tripod opens up. And you can push it down further for better stability if you need it. And the top part can simply be pulled out. And that goes 66 inches high. Oh, so from my desk, that will literally touch the ceiling. So from the floor, 66 inches would take you up to there. So if we grab a phone, got my iPhone here. So the tripod can be used in landscape mode, or you can tilt it to the far right or left for some portrait shots. Now on the tripod itself, there is a magnetic Bluetooth remote control. So basically a remote shutter button that works up to 10-meter operating distance. So not just a tripod, this can be used as a selfie stick, a highly extendable selfie stick. All right, next up we have the Maono Wave T5 wireless lavalier microphone set. So this comes in a rather nice zip-up hard case. You will see your accessories and device nicely arranged. So this kit comes with 3 receivers. We have a 3.5mm receiver for your cameras, your laptops, your PCs, etc. You also get a lightning receiver. So that is for all your iPhones up to the iPhone 14 series. And then you have a Type-C receiver for iPhone 15 onwards and your Samsung, OnePlus, iPad, MacBooks, etc. Now, just to show you how quick this connection is, you can see the blue light is flashing on the microphone. Now, all we do is plug this into an iPhone and you see how quickly that connects. There you go. We're connected with 2 solid blue lights. You can connect to 2 microphones at the same time in case you're interviewing someone or a podcast or something. Now what I actually want to do is connect this to my current device. So right now you can hear what the audio sounds like. This is the default audio, and now I'm going to switch microphones. So this is the microphone. You have a magnetic clip. You can easily pin this onto your clothes now. So I'm now wearing this microphone and I am moving a meter away from the phone, and you should still hear my voice nice and clear. This is basically an audio sample of this microphone. So audio test 1 2 3 4, audio test 1 2 3 4. Now I've disconnected and we're back to the default audio. So my default audio of my camera. So that should give you a pretty good example of what this microphone quality sounds like. A very professional quality and complete kit provided. So next up we're looking at the Snapstand Qi2 3-in-1 folding wireless charging stand by a company called QDOS. This is a 3-in-1 stand. It can charge all 3 of your Apple products at the same time. So it's made completely from metal. You've got this folding swivel design. You've got a Type-C port on the back, and that's enough to power all your devices. Okay, so first of all, iPhone. And you can see that's charging fine. So this will charge your iPhone at the maximum wireless charging speed of 15 watts. You can swivel while it's charging and it will bring up your calendar clock display. If you grab a pair of AirPods, you can stick them at the bottom and they will also start charging. Now at the back, there is a circle which you can just lift out, and that is for your Apple Watch. So you can drop your Apple Watch on the back and that will also charge at the same time, as you guys can see. So Apple Watch charges at 2.5 watts max. So a really nice compact 3-in-1 charger, the QDOS Snapstand. It does also support Qi2 fast charging. If you're already invested in the Apple ecosystem, I highly recommend this. Over here we have LiiBattaries that support Type-C charging. So you get 4 in a pack. I have AAAs and AA's. So these batteries have a Type-C port on top. They are high capacity lithium ion batteries. So each battery has a capacity of 1700 milliamp hours. And each AAA battery will give you 500 mAh battery capacity. Now you can also pick up a multi-charger, which has one USB-A connector, and then you have 4 Type-C connectors on the other side. So what that lets you do is charge all 4 batteries at the same time. So for this, we are going to use our favorite power bank. So you can see green light flashing whilst it's charging, and closer look at the display and it will tell you that they are charging at 9.7 watts. Now the benefit of using these type of batteries, lithium ion batteries, is they last much longer than the regular alkaline batteries, and they can also operate in extreme temperatures, be it hot or cold, and they are rechargeable, 800 plus cycles, and they charge up very fast. And the best thing about them is they won't break the bank either. LiiBattaries with an A, fast charging batteries, people, for everyday use. So there you have it, guys. That concludes episode 98. And I can't believe we've done 98 of these type of episodes. That is incredible. Now, if you got this far, then please hit the like button and let me know which products were your favorites from the bunch. I'll see you guys again next month with another episode showcasing some of the coolest tech that I set my eyes on. All the links are provided for you in the description box. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like and sub. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.